Now, what I want to mean, data is passing from source to destination. And what is that? What is passing? Data. Here, this is source, this is destination, this is source, and this is destination. So now, what is happening? Whenever the data is passing, at that time, some intruder can snatch the data, can take away this data. And this data, if it is in original format, then intruder will come to know about this original format of data. If this data is the original one, that means if I am writing a military message, say this is the military server and this is another military post, they are having some message passing in between them. They're passing message, they're communicating via message in between them, and this military post is saying to another military post that uh, uh, there is we are going to make some attack. So if this is the original format of data, if these things will come to the, if this is in original format and the intruder will get this data, so this will be understandable, and they will come to know all about, even all about the data. Suppose let us say this is a these are two lab, chemical lab, that medicine lab, these two are, and some formula they are passing to another person. If intruder will come to know about this formula, then what will happen? Their data will not be suppressed. Data will be revealed. So data will be revealed. So if data will be revealed means that things will be that things will be revealed to everybody. That things will be revealed to everybody. But we need some privacy, protection, and everything on the data. So information security is saying the securing information. Whatever information is passing, just provide or securing this environment. So, why this securing environment? Due to the attack. Due to the attack, different types of attack, and not only single attack, different types of attack that are that are uh, that are happening day by day. They are happening. So suppose you are having a system. That system should be secure. System should be secure because why? Because why this system should be secure? The attackers have different way of uh, attacking a system. Attacker have different way of attacking the system. And these attacker, whenever they attacking the system, they can do anything with the data. So there is, suppose I am giving you one example. Suppose you're having Google log, Google. So to log in Google login, you have a Google login. You have that is you have Google login, and in the Google login, what you have to do, you have to if you have to log, if you want to log in the system. So what will be there? You have to give username you have to give, and then you have to give password. So Google has given the a particular username. Say this username is Johnny or John, and this username is suppose ABCD. The password is ABCD. So what is these things? This particular John is a user who is having password this. So whenever these two will be given, and after that one enter will be pressed, at that time Google will check that John have this particular password. Whether there is a user John, they will check whether there is a user John. If John is there in their database, then they will check that whether the John's password is ABCD. So these things are uh, these things are the preliminary things Google will do when they enter into when some user want to enter into this system. So what they do actually they do two things: authorization, authorization. They will check whether they have John is there or not. What authorization means that, and then they check this whether there is authentication. Authentication. They check both the two things. Both the two things. Whether John is authorized to be a user, and again it is checking whether John has any authentication that could prove that he is that John who is our user. That's authentication. The check. Now there are several ways to check authorization. There are several ways to check authentication. Now this main factor is that whenever whenever data passes to passes from a system to another one, when the data is passing from one system to another one, it should be should be hidden. It should be hidden. That means what I want to means not revealed. not revealed. If it is revealed, if it is revealed, then what will occur? Anybody who can access the data, anybody, maybe a intruder or a hacker or anybody who want to, or suspicious user who can get the data, can get the entire message. Not revealed. If revealed, that means revealed data is not accepted or not wished. We want some, we want to send the data in a hidden way, in some separate way, in some separate format, so that the other person outside this cannot understand this. So that means data format should be should be changed. Data format should be changed, and changed from the, and that change data can't be understood stood by intruder. Intruder. Change data cannot be understood by intruder. So here I want to tell you the story of Julius Caesar. So you know Julius Caesar. If you go for the, if you go for here, you see that here you type Julius, Julius Caesar. You know this person. You know Julius Caesar. His statue is here. He was the king of Rome. He was the king of Rome, and from his time, in our world God, in his precious time, in his precious time, he has given some good things to human beings. One of them is how to hide data. How to hide data. What is that? Julius Caesar. मैं इसको कॉपी करता हूँ. I'll be copying because your name should be, his name should be revealed over here. I think Control V. Julius Caesar and his time. What he did. Whenever he is passing the message, whenever he sent some information, or I can say secret information. Secret information. The message uh, converted in some other form. This other format I want to means human understand, not in human, not human human understandable format, non-human understandable format, other form, in some other format. Suppose you want to send a data, suppose A, then B, then C, he will send like this: one, two, three. Here in this case, suppose I just give you an example just. A is the letter which is having positional value 1. And so I used here 1. B's positional value is 2. So I used here 2. C's positional value is 3. And I will write here, so I write here 3. So this is the original message. This is the original message. And what he will do, he will convert this message in this form. And whenever this message will pass to the destination again will transfer this A, then B, then C. Because in the source and destination both knows what means what. Suppose I want to send a data. Suppose I am okay. Suppose I am sad. So this message could be converted into, in this format, K C O Q. So this message will be converted into this format. So now I am okay, I understood. I am very much okay. I am well. I am good. I am well. Everything I am saying. But K C O Q M, who will understand this? So whenever this message will reach to the destination, it will see that I, J, K. So after I, two later after whatever letter came, that letter I have written. So I become K, A becomes C, A, B, C. So C, M become after that third letter, so M, N, O, O. So then O, O, P, Q. So Q, KLM, so M. So it become like that way I have changed. And this destination user will also have the policy, the policy, now I am saying it's a policy that has been applied to change the data from human understandable to non-human understandable form. He knows the destination. And he has now what he will do again, he will go for the back calculation and he will get I am okay. Understand? So now the ancient Roman are changing the format of their message so that their enemies should not understand. Their enemies should not understand uh, the message actually. And this type of technique is a technique known as cryptography. These types of technique is known as cryptography. Using cryptography, the format of the message changes, and after that, parts will occur. After that, it will be sent to the destination, and in the destination, again knows the key. He will apply some back algorithm and change this format to origin. That is the law of that is called somewhat cryptography. Why their cryptography is done? Why? If I am asking the question why cryptography? To secure data. To secure data so that no other person can get the original data. That is the meaning of the cryptography. Again, I am giving you nowadays, whenever the messages are passing from one source to destination, these messages are again this rule of cryptography will be applied on it. You are sending some email from one place to another place. So at that time, cryptography, encryption, and cryptography laws of cryptography will be implemented. You are using WhatsApp calls. You are using WhatsApp call. Hello, are you getting me?
Sir, yes, sir.
Whenever you are making WhatsApp call, so it is told that WhatsApp calls are end-to-end encryption. That means no intruder can get whatever you are talking with your friends, whatever you are talking with some other person. No intruder in between can get the original message. Original message. So what it is providing? It is securing your data in the law of cryptography. Again, this gives you privacy. It gives you privacy and protection of data. Privacy you know and protection also you know. This privacy and protection of data is given. So this is whenever you are making some money transaction I want to leave the online transaction. Whenever you are making some online transaction, probably you have done like that, you have given some debit or credit card number, you have given some keys, you CVV number, card number, your name, date of expiry, and that sort of things. So now, whenever these data you are pressing yes or that OK button, at that time, this every data of you will be encrypted, encrypted, that means will be encrypted using cryptography. And after encryption, this data will be saved. So you can find that there is say 128 with SSL concept, 3D page they will show you. That means what it is doing is whenever they will found that Okay, this person with this name and this CVV number and this credit card number and this is the date of expiry is the authentic authorized person to access, then they will ask you to authenticate yourself. You are studying at EduTube. Whenever you are entering EduTube, teachers knows you that some of your students, maybe some of your students is the student of EduTube, not from Assam University. They are not the student of Assam. Right now. Suppose I am under invigilation and I know that you are the authorized person. Okay. Now I will tell you to authenticate you. I will ask you, although I know you, authenticate yourself. You will show your admit card or put your signature, something like that. Admit card means your authorization. And whenever I will tell you to put the signature, that is the authentication. I will see the admit card signature and this photo, this photo. Or the photo identity. Okay, this is the photo is the person and your face is I'm similar. Authentic. So this cryptography was Julius Caesar at the time of Julius Caesar also. So nowadays, I told you whenever data is moving from one place to another place, the data are secure, data are securely handled. Now, that is whatever I told about the plain text. Question now, is this possible to, is this possible to hide some text anywhere? I will say yes. Sometimes you can see that some photos are there, and in that photo, it is possible to embed some text. Inside a movie, you will be viewing that one movie is running, but you may not know that in that movie, some hidden messages are there. Sometimes you are hearing some MP3 song without knowing that some hidden message are inserted inside that will not. So these kinds, and sometimes you look like you are looking at this, what is that word file? In this word file, here nothing is written. After that, here suppose here nothing is written, or here nothing is written. So it is possible to hide some data over here. Nobody could understand. It is like that. I am writing here. It is like that. I am writing here. I will attack the castle. The castle. I will attack this castle. So if I make the color of this in white, you will understand. There will be a text. Can you understand? There will be a text. Here I have shown you some simple one information that who are doing these things, they are most efficient on doing those kinds of things. So this kinds of technique is known as steganography. These kinds of known as steganography. Steganography. In steganography, what is happening? Anybody can insert some data inside a image, photo or image, or inside some sound. And nobody will understand that the data is there inside that video, audio, or sound, video file, image file, or sound. So they are securing the data. They are securing the data by embedding the entire data into an image or a video. So this is providing information security. Okay. So is there any question today? Is there any question?
Yes.
Yes, ask me.
No, sir.
Yes. Tell me, is there any question? Have you understood?
Sir,
Have
no question.
no, no question. So how many students are present today?
It's including you 19.
Including the nine.
Like,
So,
19 students.
let me give 1 minute. Huh? Okay.